Hello my beautiful and amazing people, badass Dark Zone agents, Uncle Butcher in the building with my favorite dilemma setup in Division 2 title update 20.1, 2, 3, 4, etc. And I think this will be the best dilemma build out there. Yes, you can assemble this setup with full red core attributes, but my option has much more utility, much more survivability, and most importantly, you will feel like one-man army. This setup can take enemies in waves. Yes, you heard me right, my beautiful bastard. This setup can take out enemies in waves. If you are not familiar how dilemma gear set works, pretty much it's really simple. You are applying your dilemma marks on your enemies, and all marked enemies are sharing crit damage. So rule number one in this build is to push your crit chance as high as possible. In my setup I have 55% crit chance, and with one mod switch I will reach capped, which is 60% crit chance, but I thought 55 is enough. So I'm using additional crit damage mod, which will be shared to all marked enemies, and this is the way how we are slapping some booty cheeks. But hold my freaking beer, it gets even better than that. Not only we have 150% crit damage, 55% crit chance, freaking 90% headshot damage, but also we have 6 skill tiers, baby, 6 maximum possible skill tiers, so it means that our skills gonna clap as well, some juicy booty cheeks. But before we continue, quick word from the sponsor Diving.net. If you don't have enough time or good teammates, but you still want to have all the best items in your game, then Diving.net is set for you. They have absolutely amazing team on consoles. They will complete your order super quick. Right now, if you will use my promo code RBDIV or RBDIA, you will receive 15% discount on absolutely all series. It's an amazing deal, especially when right now they have some crazy sales. If you have any questions, don't hesitate, drop your comment down below in comment section or contact the operator. But now, let's get back to my dilemma setup. And all this magic is possible only thanks to 2 items. That's St. Elmos Engine Exotic Assault Rifle, because this bad boy has one of the best weapon attachments for any exotic period, and NinjaBike backpack, which allows us to use less gear pieces to obtain the best buffs, benefits, goodies, you name it, bastard, goddamn. Don't push my buttons. For specialization here, we are using the technician specialization. We will gain additional skill tier, skill damage, linked laser point attachment, which we will not use. But if you want to use King Breaker, name of the assault rifle, then definitely use it. And don't forget as well artificial hive. Disrupt grenades will stop all that robotics like healing stations, dogs, mini tanks, drones, all the shenanigans will be wiped or at least stopped. And with this setup you need only those 2 seconds to delete anything. Easy money, man. For main weapon here I'm using St. Elmos Engine Exotic Assault Rifle. Like I said previously, not only it looks badass, but also it has the best weapon attachments in the game, especially for any exotic weapon period, baby. Crit chance, crit damage, handling, increased magazine size. It can't get any better than this, and that's the reason why my stats are really well. So this build is really well put together, because like I said, we have 55% crit chance, and you saw my numbers. We have 150 plus crit damage, and of course 90% headshot damage, and with these exclusive pistol orbit you can push your setup to almost 200% crit damage. Dilemma gear set will give you additional crit damage, and of course you can stack dilemma gear set with kills. But for the pistol though, like I said, you can use orbit, you can use DDI pistol with in sync. If you will be short on ammo, that's a good option. You can use preservation because it will give you armor back with your skill kills and weapon kills. You can use also future perfection for overcharge reasons. So you have 4 different options for pistol slot. For second weapon choice here I'm using test subject. Name an assault rifle with perfect in sync with poor man's capacitor. Yeah, this subject will give us 40% weapon damage and skill damage. For the gear itself, I'm using 3 pieces from Dilemma, Providence chest piece with perfect glass cannon talent. If you don't want to use glass cannon, you can use still Providence chest piece with obliterate talent if you love weapon damage, or go somewhere in the middle, for example with Overwatch talent. Overwatch talent will give you 12% weapon damage and skill damage. Obliterate is giving you only weapon damage, but glass cannon is the best talent for DPS output for anything in the game, for your status effects, for your skills, for your weapons, doesn't matter. Glass cannon will give you the best damage output, and that's the reason why I'm using glass cannon here. It's really important, especially with Dilemma gear set. So if you're a seasoned player, of course go with Dilemma, and if you're a new player, then go with Obliterate talent. Obliterate talent is new player friendly. If you love to deal more damage with your guns, go definitely with Obliterate. It's easy to use, especially with 55% crit chance. But if you want to go somewhere in between, or maybe you're a team player, go with Overwatch talent, because Overwatch talent will boost your teammate damage as well. So for team play, and if you want to deal more damage with your skills, go with Overwatch talent. If you're a new player and solo player, like alone, will go with Obliterate talent. But if you're a seasoned player and know everything about this game, and if you want to maximum possible DPS, go with Glass Cannon. For holster though, I'm using Picaro's Named Holster. Picaro's Named Holster will give us a 2-piece branded bonus additional skill tier, so it means that we can use one more offensive core attribute on our setup. Easy money, really good for hybrid builds, and all this magic is possible thanks to NinjaBike backpack. So we have 6 skill tiers, our skills are blasting, our weapon damage is really good, we have 3 offensive core attributes with, like I said, 150% crit damage, we have glass cannon, we have Picaro's holster which giving us additional weapon damage. We can stack a Dilemma gear set by itself because we will gain crit damage on kills, or in general damage boost on kill. And don't forget that you can mark multiple enemies, and all those enemies will share crit damage, so you can basically kill at the same time 3 enemies if you're gonna mark them. And how you want to mark them? Basically mark 3 different type of enemies. Mark 1 healthy enemy like Changa, maybe dog, mini tank, and then non-elites maybe, and after that simply damage the healthiest enemy on battlefield. Usually you're gonna kill those weaker enemies extremely quickly, and then the fattest enemy will be dead pretty much soon after. Butcher drops the mic, bye.